Hello, epic viewers, down south through the cosmos. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today, another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What item will I be unboxing? What item will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the packaging. What item is encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify, then answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the item from the box and flaunt it in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. I'm going to render the contents of the box transparent. But before I can, I will need to locate my scissors. Where are they, you may ask? That is an enigma. I just pinpointed their location. I'm going to utilize this nifty pair of scissors to penetrate through the box. This is going to be a savage process. Perhaps I'm just exaggerating. I am dainty. I am feeble. I lack physical prowess. This is unorthodox and unconventional. A preponderance of people severs a seal in order to open a box. I beg to differ. I'm the polar opposite. I penetrate through the box, render an aperture in the box, and subsequently expand the hole. The integrity of the cardboard has clearly been compromised. We have a variety of accessories. I have drawn forth a slew of Star Wars figurines that were produced amid the early 2000s. Were they released in tandem with Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith? That is an enigma. They may have been released post the advent of the movie being released or prior to the advent of the movie being launched. Here's one clone trooper, and another, followed by a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, as well as a sixth, in conjunction with having 6 homogeneous figurines. We also have a commander and Mace Windu. Who is this clone trooper? Who is Mace Windu? Apparently, Mace Windu is a Jedi Master, thus a member of the Jedi Council. Is he the apprentice of Master Yoda? Most likely. Does he possess physical prowess? Does he possess mental prowess? He may in fact be the most powerful Jedi in the universe. He trounced Emperor Palpatine, who trounced Master Yoda. Yoda decimated Count Dooku. ravaged Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi defeated Anakin Skywalker. So perhaps Mace Windu is undoubtedly the quintessential Jedi. He's no ordinary Jedi. He's an extraordinary Jedi. He's a Jedi Master. I love this figurine's novelties. I love his robe. It's unequivocally comprised of rubber. His joints are relatively sturdy. The integrity of his joints has yet to be compromised. What are my gripes about this Mace Windu figurine? Well, he lacks finger joint articulation. He lacks an ankle pivot. He lacks a diaphragm joint. He has high quality hues. He has high quality shadings. He has high quality textures. I love his aesthetics. He's visually appealing to look at. Is this my favorite variant of Mace Windu? Perhaps. Other version of Mace Windu I have is of him with his eyes closed. He can utilize the Force to sense his adversaries that are within his vicinity. He has foresight into the future. He can predict his opponent's moves. He can subdue his adversaries and avert their diabolical attempts to wreak mayhem against the innocuous beings that reside in the Star Wars universe. Alrighty. In conjunction with having a Mace Windu action figure, I also have figurines that are apparently derived from the Attack on Coruscant pack. This figurine may be a Battalion clone trooper. Let's scrutinize the clone troopers. Just like Master Mace Windu, they lack finger joint articulation, they lack a diaphragm joint, their head can rotate. They can also rotate their wrists. They lack an ankle pivot. They have the autonomy to ascend and descend their legs at your own discretion. Unfortunately, this character's skirt obstructs his leg movements. Nonetheless, he still has merit. I love their designs. I love their sculpts. This is a variant of a standard clone trooper. I'm unsure exactly which kind of clone trooper these figurines are supposed to emulate or represent. This is apparently a clone commander or a clone general, so I'm unsure of their monikers. Nonetheless, they still have merit. Their aesthetics are outstanding. What are my gripes about these figurines? Well, they're relatively short. They scale eminently with a 3.75-inch action figure line. Despite their short statures, they do not coincide eminently with a 7-inch action figure line. Other figurines from disparate action figure lines tower over them. Mace Windu doesn't even go up to Launch's waist. He's slightly shorter. Then launches legs. I love this figurine's details. He really depicts Mace Windu down to the nitty-gritty details. Bear with me one brief moment. Let me revamp that. I made a blunder. He truly depicts Mace Windu down to the nitty-gritty details. Meticulously analyze his face. Does it not look akin to Mace Windu's face? Do these clone troopers not look akin to clone troopers seen in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith? I recollect paying under $20 to procure these 8 figurines. I have no qualms about my purchase decision. For roughly under $4 per figurine, I can't complain. I would have not paid more than $5 per Star Wars figurine, especially the ones that stand 3.75 inches tall. In the future, hopefully Hasbro will churn out Star Wars figurines that have finger joint articulation, that have a diaphragm joint, that have an ankle pivot, that stand at least 6 inches tall. And that come equipped with more armaments. I have some bases for the figurines. I also have some hologram figures, as well as some blasters for the clone troopers that are encompassed inside this transparent bag. Is this figurine known by the moniker of Commander Wolf? That is an enigma. I'll strive to discover his name in the pending future, but for now it does not take precedence over other responsibilities that I have. Unfortunately, he lacks articulation in the elbow joints. That's another gripe associated with this figurine. Actually, I revoked my previous statement. He seems to have articulation in the right elbow joint. In the context of the left elbow joint, he's unable to bend it. It's unfortunate that this figurine is shoddy. His forearm just became detached. Nonetheless, hopefully I can remedy the situation. I would have preferred if these figurines had more joints. I detest when their appendages are preposed. I want my figurines to have ample points of articulation, but you don't always procure figurines that have ample points of articulation when you purchase figurines produced by Hasbro. Hasbro figurines are lackluster in stark contrast to Marvel Legends figurines that were produced by Toy Biz amid the early 2000s. For roughly the same price of a Hasbro figurine, you could have procured a Toy Biz Marvel Legend figurine that came with a extraordinary accessory that had a comic book bundle with it, and that had over 30 points of articulation. The Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines were just stupendous in all facets. These figurines are shoddy in certain facets. Their appendages are susceptible to becoming severed. Their limbs are unfortunately not very sturdy. They have their shortcomings. Some of these figurines do not have removable helmets. Other clone troopers apparently do. As I stated earlier, despite their flaws, I'm content with procuring them for under $5 each. If they were over $5, then I would have abstained from buying them. Their second-hand market values are apt to amplify in the pending future. However, they're apt to decline in the coming centuries as 3D printers become mainstream. I will flaunt them on my shelves. I will relish gazing at these glorious figurines. Take a gander at these figurines because their aesthetics are just remarkable. I hope that you deemed this video to be enthralling and insightful. I recommend and advocate purchasing your own lot of Clone Troopers figurines via eBay if you're an avid, devout Star Wars fan. If you detest and disdain action figures, then these figurines will likely not appease you, nor will they tickle your fancy. Whether or not these figurines will appeal to you is contingent on your niche interests. Since I love the Star Wars movies, I'm apt to love the Star Wars figurines. However, your sentiments pertaining to these figurines, your humble opinions about Star Wars may be disparate from mine. If the Star Wars movies are not appealing, in your opinion, then you may not deem the corresponding action figures to be appealing either. As I stated earlier, it's so contingent on your personal preferences. I hope that you found this video to be enthralling, engrossing, and informative. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.